Hello, everyone. This time we have an essay called about my rebirth into a sword. Our main character, according to the classics, died in his world and was reborn in this not by someone there, but by a whole sword. But despite this, he learned about his impressive characteristics and also about the ability to telekinesis, thanks to which he can control himself. Now, the story is about the main character, the girl's cat, Franna. She has no relatives, no rights or freedom because of the magic collar. She has to follow the orders of all sorts of gangsters. At this time, our hero is pumping his skills, destroying everything in his path thanks to his developed intelligence. But by chance, he got into the forest pulling all the mana. So he has to wait until someone picks him up. A pack of monsters attacks the bandit gang, and the bear kills their leader. Thanks to which the collar stops working, and Franny manages to escape after why did she run into our hero, and he promised to serve her if only someone had already pulled him out of this cursed land. Then they combined skills and dealt with monsters and bandits. The heroes get to know each other, and Fran tells that her ancestors never managed to evolve. So she wants to overcome this barrier because the sword told her that it would teach her to live a life of everyday life. She began to call him a master. Together they were clearing territories, and Fran was rubbing the master when suddenly she felt like someone was in trouble. Saving a medieval trucker from a goblin, and as payment, he brings the heroes on his carriage. Along the way, he also told about the Guild of Heroes with different ranks and about what kind of monsters the world is inhabited by. Arriving in the city, Fran and the master went to the guild there. The latter notices that the rest of the weapons have an impressively higher level, but Fran calms him down. In the guild, they undergo an introductory sparring. She is given a card confirming her membership in the guild and her status as a sword mage. The heroes decided to sell all the collected items to a toffee named Nell. She paid generously and allowed to call herself by name. Those present thought that they were unfairly gifted with such riches and attacked the heroine, but in response they received savory blows. Neil says that the wounded should not worry, they will all be cured, but they will have to pay for the riots after the hero met Gallus with a magic eye, thanks to which he immediately realized that Franna's sword is very rare and talking. So they went to his shop where he offered them a discount to stock up. Gallus explained that he was surprised by Franna's sword, more precisely because that such swords are so rare in the world, that there are only about a dozen of them, and tells that the characteristics of the sword are actually much cooler. If you use mana with a blow, then its power will be colossally stronger. Then the heroes bought a little bit of everything, had dinner, and went to bed. But they forgot about an important ritual. In the morning, the company went to perform tasks, but because of the low rank, they had to do gathering tasks. Franna again felt trouble nearby and was saved by a group of adventurers from a horde of goblins. The group tells the heroes that an attack of the goblin army will happen soon. Judging by the strong goblins, it became clear that most likely the queen and the king are breeding them all somewhere. Next, Franna went to shred them with the promise that she would never escape again after dealing with hordes of goblins. The heroes found a cave, and those adventurers came to replace them, thanks to which Franna and the master returned to the city, rested, repaired their armor, and listened to Gallus's stories that the caves appeared at the behest of the goddess of chaos, whose intentions are not clear to anyone. Next comes the classic Bath Fraternity. In the afternoon, Gallus finished the Omega Tech scabbard, and the heroes headed to the cave together with other adventurers. And Franny, by the way, was promoted for her merits. While the captain was explaining the strategy, goblins attacked the squad of heroes and cut them into pieces. The heroine and the master went straight to the cave, in which they chopped up a bunch of monsters and the queen and king into the bargain. And behind the door, we met the main evil dungeon of a huge demon with a skill that takes away other people's skills. A fight began between the heroes and the demon, in which Franna lost her hands, but they grew back thanks to the healing magic, so that Fran would stop being such a strong demon, tried to steal her fencing abilities, but he failed because this skill is shared by the heroes. Then it turned out that the condition of the demon completely depends on the well-being of the owner of the dungeon, and the heroes got rid of all the problems with a filigree throw of the ball, after which everything was great. But the general made a good reprimand for insubordination. The head of the Adventurers Guild about the stone that the demon was supposed to have, but Fran excused herself that she had not seen anything like that and did not know the dude believed it. Then the door opens and Auguste Saint-Saëns comes in, who says that the heroine is deceiving the head thanks to her skill that allows her to calculate someone else's lies and make her words credible. The head believed him, but replied that she has every right to dispose of the loot herself. Thanks to the skill stolen by the demon, Fran takes Augustine's ability away from him and then gets promoted to the rank of DI. Next, Fran meets a representative of the animal, people of the genus of blue cats with whom once and our heroine have serious grates, and they attacked the heroine because of the request of August, who has lost some kind of skills. She defeats the blue cat and tells the master that she wants to finish off the opponent herself to prove to the rest of the cat people that they can be the same like her. Fran is called by the head of the guild and says that Agus dumped his father's money, so it's good that the heroine didn't kill him. Let them deal with each other themselves. Here comes a new heroine, Amanda, who came from the places where our heroes were originally. She reports on what she saw on her travels, and after Fran liked this toffee so much that she began to follow her on her heels. After the head of the guild, by the way, his name is Klimt, says that because of rumors that Fran got his place undeservedly, she needs to clean up the dungeon with spiders, and as a reward, she will receive magic stones. Amanda goes with them due to the fact that the spiders are even constantly updated. A bunch of other heroes came to him in order to develop their skills, and for safety, the exit is sealed. One of those present doubted that Fran received her reward honestly, and that he subsequently received a slap in the face. After Amanda and the heroes decided to arrange a sparring match in which Fran unconditionally blew because of Amanda's ability to be completely invulnerable. The heroine dreams of her parents, and Amanda has won the right to be a mom for Fran. The dungeon with spiders was successfully cleared, and Fran decided to ask Amanda about skills. She told her about all sorts of things that the heroine missed on the far levels of the dungeon. More powerful spiders appeared, because of which the retreating group fell into a trap. She teleported the squad into the room, leaving them without weapons. The master is unable to determine the location of Fran, and at this time the group had to face a huge spider. The master remembered about the summoning skill he received and summoned a wolf who, to their luck, knows how to sniff out a target, but because of too much mana, the wolf attacks the heroes and thinks that they just want to kill it. But Amanda decides everything, and they call the pet Eurysha. Finally, they went to Franna and saved her from the arachnid. They come out of the dungeon and meet an owl, who is the spirit of a druid who wanted to call for help in this way. Now everyone has got out of the dungeon. Our heroes dressed up even better than before to go to the dungeons. It turns out that Amanda owns a shelter, and our heroine liked it so much because for a long time, Amanda had a couple of other children under her care, who went on adventures and then gave birth to a daughter who was named Franna. But later they died, and Amanda could not help them in any way. After that, the heroes went to meet new adventures. The anime turned out to be quite watchable and not bad. My rating is 7 out of 10. Check out my other retellings that have appeared on your screen right now. All bye.